legacies of our fathers are not our own. We have the ability to shape the world in the way we see it. So we at Assembly believe incredibly strongly in two things. One, that the West and the East are bifurcating, and that we have an opportunity to build the world in unique ways in the West holistically. And two, the industrial centers, the legacy industrial centers of the Detroits and the Stuttgarts, they have a huge opportunity to actually move the world by remaining very deep in their traditions, but also technically enabled. So you mentioned the gigafactory we invested in. I think gigafactories are thrown around, and it's like, what is a gigafactory?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Yeah.
Ours is a 20 gigawatt factory, and it's one that, think of gigawatts as just a measure of volume. And so this will, at full capacity, will produce about 200,000 full battery packs for automobiles a year. Think of any 1 gigawatt as 10,000 units. And that's the rule of thumb as to how they think about that. But it is a tremendous amount of volume and very, very quickly being built at China speed, if you will, being able to set this up in the West in ways we haven't done in the past. So this is a business that we had invested in almost 2 years ago at a $45 million pre-money valuation. Last month, we closed a $300 million round at a $1.2 billion post. Why is that? It's because we have an amazing entrepreneur in the form of a mid-50s individual who spent his career in automotive, in electrification, in battery, spent 7 years at Apple running their electrification efforts for their autonomous car program. We have an amazing technology that they are now implementing and putting into practice. And we have a place that was incredibly welcoming and saying, let's leverage our industrial past to build the future of the way the world moves. And so we, as a part of that last round, the state of Michigan came in for $500 million plus in the form of grants as well as other abatements. But this is a recognition, I would say, around how are we in the Western world, how are we going to ensure that we have these types of technologies in our backyard that, yes, are doing amazing things by way of carbon mitigation and environmental impact, but also are creating the jobs of the future, are preserving the towns and the people and the places we love for where they're going to go. Between Germany and Michigan, between North American and European marketplace, there's a huge opportunity to do that. And so that's one example.